Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lionel's Virtual Train Show. We're so happy to be able to bring you all into the office and to be able to share some time with all of you at home tonight. We wish we could be seeing you in person this time of year, as we usually do with train shows around the country, but this is the next best thing. We couldn't let a season like this pass by without the opportunity to share with you everything that we have coming out here at Lionel here in this best part of the year. Before we get started, today is a very important day for us all, and I do want to take a moment on behalf of all of us here at Lionel to say a genuine and heartfelt thank you to all of our veterans and all of our men and women in active service. We truly couldn't be doing this without you. Thank you for all that you've done for us. And for those still abroad, we hope that you get home soon and get home safe. And with that in mind, here on the home front, it has been an interesting year. As I said, we would like to be out there seeing you all in person, but we can't do it this time around. So we've set up a safe and socially distant event right here in our home headquarters in Concord, North Carolina. My name's Ryan. I'll be talking to you a little bit later on about some of our high-end product. But first, I want to kick it off with some of our project managers and our special categories and have them tell you about some of these great product lines. It's getting to be about that time of the year. I see Christmas trees going up around the neighborhood. And if the trees are going up, that means Fast Track is going down on those living room floors around the tree and starting a whole new tradition. So what better place to start than with our Ready to Run line of train sets and Meegan, who is our project manager for our Ready to Run line. Meegan, what do you have for us tonight?
Oh, I have some extremely fun things to show everyone tonight. We're so glad that you're joining us right now. But of course, what doesn't make a better trim to your tree than a Lionel Ready to Run set or Lionel train? So we're going to dive in. I'm the project manager over Ready to Run sets as well as our traditional line. So we got some really cool things to show you. And what's great about everything you see here, it is our Lion Chief line, and everything is ready to run. So everything comes included in this set. This year, we have joined with a couple brand new licenses, as well as added some really cool innovation to our sets that you maybe have not seen in the past or for a very, very long time. So let's kind of dive into a few of our new licenses. Calling all Star Trek fans, this set was super fun to work with. We have a few people in our office that are very passionate about this line, and we decided to do an FT kind of inspired by the USS Enterprise. So you're going to see the next generation inspiration all over this set. We took different areas of the ship and kind of did it with the 10 forward. We have the sick bay, but we have this very special car that you're seeing a little bit close up right now. And that is like our aquarium car. So it's an operating car, but it has a lenticular insert. So if anyone watches the show, you guys know the holodeck. It has a grid and then it takes them to wherever they want to go. So we've made it kind of some magic in that car. So you definitely want to get this set if you are a Star Trek fan, or even just, a perfect gift for this Christmas. So brand new license, we got separate sale cars to go back with it. So if you like Tribbles or if you like some of the original series, definitely get with your local dealers and check it out because there's some really cool pieces. Another license that we're very familiar with working with at Lionel is Disney. But this year we got the rights to use Pixar. All of us know we love our Pixar movies, and one of the probably most popular favorite one out there is the Toy Story series. So as you kind of look at this train, we took inspiration from all four movies. You can see that nice General Locomotive, which if you watch Toy Story 3, he is actually at the very beginning of that movie trying to save the day. But what's great about this set is it's a bright, colorful. Also to mention is that Toy Story is celebrating 25 years from the original movie. So it is a great celebration set. Fun for year round, great Christmas gift, but also would look really awesome under your Christmas tree this year running. Super fun set, definitely get it. It just came in today. So dealers and our online you'll be seeing those very, very soon at your local dealers. So definitely don't want to miss that. So those are awesome, but for me, I'm getting ready to show you three of my favorite projects because of the innovation and a little something different that we've never got to do at Lionel. So I'm going to kind of dive into some of that and kind of explain what we've got here. I'm going to move on. We talked about Disney. Well, we have actually just introduced our Frozen 2 ready to run set. Again, ready to run, everything you need to get started. All you got to do is add some batteries to your remote, or all you have to do is get on your free Line Chief app and start running it right away. So you're going to see that awesome general locomotive with the Frozen 2 colors and theme. But you see a very, very special piece coming up. This is our illuminated tender. It's the first time we've done it. It's got LEDs inside the mold, which actually gives it that illuminating kind of magical snow feel. So very exciting, something we've never done, and you're definitely going to see this innovation in future projects. Again, just highly decorated, perfect for that Frozen fan in your home, as well as just a great Christmas gift. Also adding one of my favorite cars is the chasing gondola that you see right there. You got Olaf. Sven took his nose, so Olaf's chasing him around. So can't go wrong with this set. Help celebrate the Frozen, one of the most popular movies out there, and Frozen 2 had a great box office. So definitely check that out for the future. So moving on there's two perfect sets I'm going to show you for your tree this year. So many of you guys have seen the buzz about our illuminated fast track. So what we've got this year is a North Pole Central like switcher with just small train set. We're offering a 40 by 50 loop of our illuminated fast track. As you can see here, as the train goes around, it lights up the track. So fun. Just came in. You're gonna start seeing it at your dealers very, very soon. Not to mention, in about a week, we'll get the track packs that allow you to expand on your layout. So again, perfect under that beautiful lit tree in your home this holiday season. All right, so by far my favorite, because I love glitz, glam, I love lights, I love music. So I'm going to bring around the Christmas Light Express. See if it'll come around. The Christmas Light Express is actually one of our brand new sets, and you can hear it going. It plays actually music as well as has illuminated LEDs in there that go along with the music. So I'm gonna have kind of Lauren go over there and just kind of check it out so you can see it is the perfect set for your Christmas tree this year. We also have a separate cell piece of rolling stock that comes with it that actually has the illumination as well. So again, just take it all in. It's very festive. It's very holiday. It's perfect for your tree. There is an on-off switch for both the lights and the sound if you choose not to have that holiday music. We have great sounds that come in for the announcement button. Again, perfect, screams Christmas, perfect item for this holiday. And so again, those are some of my very favorite items, Ryan. So I mean, again, rolling stock to go with it. You can't go wrong. I hope everyone enjoyed a few of the sets.
It looks great, Meegan, and I'll tell you what, we're in different rooms, and I can hear the Christmas music all the way over here in engineering. So a really cool set and a lot of fun. I know how much fun and how long you spent putting that one together personally. So I know how happy you are to see it finally making its way out to market, and I think you did an outstanding job.
It's the epitome of Christmas right there.
Well, I think most of us get started with a train set at some point, and then the bug bites, and we continue to grow and expand from there. So what better place to go from here than to virtually walk upstairs and take a visit with Megan. She is our project manager for our line of accessories and also for our new and growing line of HO scale trains. So Megan, why don't we kick it off with you, and let's start with some great new accessories for the O-gauge layouts and some of our wonderful HO projects.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, everyone. So, as Ryan said, to really complete your train set, we have a great line of accessories that's going to do that for you. It really adds to the magic of your train set and allows for you to really complete the look. So, in our O-gauge this year, we just actually delivered our taco stand and UFO stand. While this might have been an accessory that you've seen in the past, we did update the figures on those. So in the UFO stand, he's holding a taco, or he's holding a pretzel, and on the taco stand, he's holding a taco there. Our creative team really nailed it on the decoration on this. There's a lot of graphics and a lot of added detail when you're looking up close that really make these items stand out, and they are animated as well. So you'll get some movement on the figures as well as the dog going around the fire hydrant. Next, we have some fun and affordable accessories going from Christmas into the Polar Express. We've got some barrel sheds. Again, non-illuminated, but still really cool because they are super affordable and add a really great dimension to your layout. These also match the barrel loader buildings that we had done previously. We also have some affordable, low-cost Christmas signs as well. Again, really completes the story of your Christmas layout to have some of these added features on there. We have, again, the Polar Express barrel loader. This barrel shed goes perfectly with it. And then we also have some small shanties that we've done this year. And one of the cool things about these is for the Polar Express ones, they come in a 3-pack because there are a lot of elves at the Polar Express and they need somewhere to warm up. So what we've done is created some warming shacks for you that you can place all over your layout, get those elf accessories to put around it, and it makes a really great addition to your Polar Express line. We're always thinking about ways to grow your Polar Express experience, and this is one of the best ways to do it, and it's super low cost and affordable. So speaking of Polar Express, as Ryan mentioned, I do the HO line here at Lionel. We just actually did a release not too long ago on Lionel.com, and 2 of the items that were featured in there were some add-on cars for your Polar Express HO set. We did a hot chocolate car as well as just an add-on coach to go perfectly with the HO Polar set. What's great about the HO Polar set is, though it might be small in stature, it definitely still has all the bang for your buck that the O-Gauge sets have. So it's got the Bluetooth, it's got the remote control, it's got those great Polar Express sounds that you're used to hearing. And again, it's really a great way to, when you have a smaller tree or a smaller layout, to display the Polar Express year round. Speaking of the add-on cars, we also have some really great rolling stock. So we have taken the rolling stock that was done previously and upgraded them with Lionel wheels and Lionel couplers. So these have the metal wheels on them. They ride really smoothly and are a great addition to your HO set. We've got so many new SKUs. You'll see them release every few months on Lionel.com. Another line that we've done that's really grown in as far as what we're doing in the HO space, we have so many different buildings and add-ons to really complete the look, from little houses and little buildings. We've got storefronts and a fire station. All these are really cool things to add to it, as well as figures that kind of complete the scene. We've also got these in a built-up setting or as a kit. So kits are great because, especially when you've been at home or in quarantine and you're looking for something to do, these allow you to take some time and sit down and really build a model to your liking. As you know, Ryan does our Workbench Wednesdays, and he is building some of these kits live for you on Wednesday nights. So you can join in on the fun and learn a lot about how to do these buildings and personalize them to make them really cool and custom for your own layout. Not only do we have this great line of accessories, we've also got a lot of sets that we're going to be continuing to introduce year round. We have the North Pole Central freight set. That is one that is in stock now and ready to be under your Christmas tree. We have the Army Hospital set. This one is really cool, done in the military colors. Passenger set has some really nice coach cars. And again, all the features that you're used to with a Lionel train set. You got your Bluetooth, you got your Lion Chief control. You can use it with the app. And then we also have the nickel plate fast freight set. And again, this one's really cool because it's got a lot of rolling stock that comes with it that adds a lot of value to the set. all kinds of different pieces in there. And again, that same great Lionel sound and Lionel features that you're used to. Back to you, Ryan.
All right. Thank you very much, Megan. Great job with all of those things. And you've done a wonderful job growing the HO world for us this year. It's great to see a lot of things finally coming into the space there, with a lot more to come in the next couple of weeks and the next couple of months. So unlike our regular product lines, our O-Gauge product lines, where we're doing biannual catalog releases, our HO releases will be coming a little bit more frequently and usually online and digitally released. So keep your eye on the websites and our social media stations for those HO fans out there for lots of exciting new things to come.
Yep.
And from HO, we'll take a little step up in scale, and let's start with some of our scale product and our higher end things, some of the projects that I've been managing. And we'll start off with American Flyer. American Flyer S-Gauge is that perfect medium between HO and O, with a lot of the best features of both. And this year, one of our most highly anticipated new products is the legacy version of our scale Berkshire locomotive. And we have one of those here for you to take a look at. This is a greatly enhanced locomotive over the previously released Flyer Chief version of the model. A lot more fidelity in the detail, additional details and road-specific details, particularly around the smoke box and so forth, to make them more accurate and scale in proportion. These also then, of course, have the great advantage of being legacy controlled. So you have additional lighting effects, additional sound, better speed control, and so forth. So these are fully legacy equipped, able to run on our legacy system or also on DCC for those DCC users out there in the S-Gauge world, or on conventional control as well. And this has been a product several years in the making, and we're glad to finally have them out in the marketplace. Snatch them up while you can, because they are going fast here from Lionel. In addition to the legacy line, over the last several years, we have been greatly expanding American Flyer in our Flyer Chief control, which is the equivalent of a Lion Chief or Lion Chief Plus locomotive in the O-Gauge world. And doing that, we've been taking some of the classic Gilbert American Flyer designs and upgrading them to Flyer Chief electronics. But in addition to just changing out the electronics, they're also a complete overhaul internally. So the Baldwin switcher here, for example, is a great case of that, with new sound system added, a new fuel tank, more weight, dual motors, great control, dual electrocouplers, a wonderfully slow speed performer, and a great little switcher for your layout. So while it has that classic Gilbert look on the outside, inside it's a whole new beast and a nice modern piece of motive power. Behind that, we have another classic, the Walking Brakeman car. This was reissued this year with the Walking Brakeman figure in a classic Pennsylvania Railroad livery. Put this on the track with power, and the brakeman walks back and forth across the roof of the car. A real neat detail, and one that's sure to get a lot of attention in any train that you're running. I've been mentioning innovation, and one of our great innovations here over the last couple of years has been the expansion of our Lion Chief line into Lion Chief Plus, and then the addition of Bluetooth, and now Lion Chief Plus version 2.0. And this year we started delivering a lot of product, including these Berkshire locomotives. We have two examples here in the show wall, one of the Halloween locomotive. I know Halloween's just a week or so past, but with a color scheme like this and the great sounds that you get on board this engine, it deserved to be seen again. And then above that, we have the Polar Express version. We've got a couple of special fanciful locomotives and some real road names mixed in there as well. These engines with Lion Chief Plus 2.0 give you all the features that you've come to enjoy in Lion Chief Plus locomotives, plus now the advantage of being able to control them with TMCC legacy control as well. So you have a locomotive now that can be run conventionally with a transformer. You can run with the universal remote. You could run with the Bluetooth app on your phone or smart device, or you can run it with your Cab 1, Cab 1L, or Cab 2 as a TMCC locomotive. So all control options are at your fingertips with Lion Chief Plus 2.0. In addition, we've improved the sounds and put additional sound features in there, additional lighting features. And so these are some great locomotives that really fill a nice mid-range between a starter set locomotive and our full-on legacy scale steam models. One more Lion Chief Plus 2.0 locomotive that's been highly anticipated is our little 060T Docksider engine. So this is a small engine that's actually scale in proportion, but just a very small prototype. And we've managed to pack in a lot of features into this locomotive, including dual electrocouplers, smoke, sound, and all of those wonderful Lion Chief Plus 2.0 control options that I mentioned before. These have been finished in production and are on their way to us now. They're available in a couple of different sets, as well as some different road names. When these arrive, they will be sold out very quickly. We don't have too many more left. So make sure you see your dealers on these right away to get your name on the list. Moving on into the scale world, a car that has been long overdue, much anticipated, and has a long history behind it, but is now back in the line after a whole new retooling and redevelopment is our scale milk car. And this will be arriving here very soon in the next couple of weeks in, I think, about a dozen different road names. We've had quite a demand for these cars, and we're happy to now be able to finally start filling that again. So here's your first look at the newly tooled model. Has all of the detail and features of the original, including the tanks inside the car, opening doors, the removable roof, the sprung buffers on the end of the car. One of our most detailed and nicest models, finally back in the line again. So for those who've been waiting a long time for these, the wait is almost over. We've had some new licenses in our scale line of trains this year as well, one of them being the Ford Motor Company. Here we've got a Ford S2 switcher. The other S2 models delivered about a month or so ago. This one will be arriving shortly. You can see the great orange color on this. This is patterned after the prototype switchers at the River Rouge plant. So it's a prototype Ford diesel. Great scale model, has fixed pilots, legacy control on board. Like all of our legacy locomotives, these also run on Bluetooth. So for those who like the scale engines but have shied away from a legacy system, all you need is a smartphone and an app, and you can run these as you would a Bluetooth engine, or the universal remote also gives you that option, in addition to conventional control. Behind the locomotive, we've got one of our new trailer on flat car cars. This has two the shorty trailers for Ford Motor Company. These are based off of prototype photos. A really great colorful paint scheme on these. These and the other Tofsy cars will be arriving here in the next couple of weeks on one of the inbound containers. And I think these are some of the most colorful and interesting piggyback flats we've done in a long time. So hope you'll enjoy those. They'll be here in plenty of time for your Christmas train displays. Bringing up the markers on that first little freight train, we've got our new cupola cam caboose. This is an engineering prototype. This is the New York Central Woodside version of this caboose, and tucked up into the cupola, there's a little black box up there. That is a Wi-Fi camera that will stream directly to another Wi-Fi device. You don't need home Wi-Fi. You don't need any sort of layout connected Wi-Fi to run this. It's all built into the camera. Hookup is very simple. This works the same way as our earlier wide vision cupola cam models, as well as some of our other passenger cars with cameras on board. And it's a great way for you to experience your model railroad. You can be right in the cupola of the car, just like the conductor, and see the view of the train and the railroad around it as he would. So a really fun thing. And I'm sure if you search the YouTube, you'll find lots of great videos out there of people's layouts taken from these cars. So look for those to deliver by the end of the year as well. Next up, we have some of our samples of our E8 locomotives. These are the undecorated engineering prototypes, but the decorated samples are on their way. I expect them here, I believe, next week to be shipping out to dealers. We did these in a variety of road names. New this year to the E8s and E9s are ditch lights on the front of the locomotive, as appropriate for the road names that had that feature. Other models will feature Mars lights or regular headlights, as well as other road-specific rooftop details and so forth. Some great locomotives, and these come in an AA pair, and both units are powered. Next, we have another longtime favorite in the Lionel family, both in scale and in earlier traditional models, the Fairbanks Morse Trainmaster. We reintroduced this model into the line this year as part of our 120th anniversary. It felt like a good fit, and we did several tooling revisions on these models to give us different body options, different lighting options on the ends, and make them a closer match to some of the prototype road names that we've been doing. So if you've got a few of these on order or picked up these already, you may notice if you have different road names, some differences in the bodies, as well as different features inside and the sounds and so forth. All of our new legacy engines that are delivering now have the variable horn control, so you can change the pitch in the horns or select different horns, up to 5 different options in our legacy locomotives. And that'll be the new standard going forward for everything that we do in legacy. A really great feature that a lot of people are enjoying. Behind the Trainmaster, we've got 2 new freight cars. The first is our beer car. These cars get their name because that was the service they were often in. Many of them were found carrying tasty beverages out of Golden, Colorado, like this Coors labeled car that we have here, which is another one of our great licensed products. This is some new tooling for us based off of our 57-foot car design, but with a lot of new features and details. These were insulated boxcars and were found in service all over the country from the 1960s through today, carrying a variety of perishable goods that don't require full refrigeration, but still need to be kept at a consistent temperature in transit. So a greatly needed car in the scale O-gauge world. And then behind that, we have a little bit more of a fanciful version, our Area 51 rendition of the smoking reefer car. We had a lot of fun with these. We packed a lot of great features into these refrigerators, including light-up control lights, the sound units for the reefer unit in there itself, and then a fun smoke unit feature that when the doors are cracked open here, you get a nice cold air effect coming out from around the door. It's a really neat car, and the Halloween and Area 51 cars especially, I think the decoration helps add to that effect. So something super fun to have on your model railroad. It's not just freight. We've done a lot of passenger projects here as well. One of the great passenger cars that we've done this year for a variety of road names is our Vision baggage car. This plays an assortment of loading and unloading sequences when you get to the station. Similar in concept to our Station Sounds Diner, for those who've seen those. Dave Olson, our engineer, he previewed these cars and talked a little bit about them earlier this week on his Demos with Dave Monday feature on Facebook. So if you have some questions about that, be sure to go back and check that out. This one, of course, is decorated here for our 120th anniversary train. This is part of a 7-car train that matches one of our Vision GS steam locomotives. Beautiful color scheme on here. And will look great on your layout, limited, of course, to just 120 sets in production. So make sure you've seen your dealers to get these on order because they won't come again. Next in line, we've got 2 more all-new tooled passenger cars. These are our Harlan and Hollingsworth Bethlehem Steel 72-foot coaches, typically found on the Reading, Central of New Jersey, several other railroads, and still many of them in service on tourist railroads and excursions around the country today. This is all new tooling. The prototype cars are 72 feet long, which scales down to 18 inches in O scale. So these fit the bill of an 18-inch passenger car while still being perfectly scale length, which is nice for people with smaller size layouts and who don't have quite as much room for the 21-inch cars that we've built recently. These cars are the bright yellow cars you see here are, again, engineering prototypes. The decorated samples of these are being completed now and will be on their way to us shortly in a great variety of road names and configurations. Very excited to see these come to the market and lots more options on these coming down the road as we move ahead. Last but not least, let's head into the world of scale steam locomotives. We'll start small with the B6 switcher. This one's all decked out for a special Christmas holiday train set, the Snowflake Limited. And all of the cars in this set match the locomotive in terms of decal and theme. And one of our flashiest and most elaborately decorated sets yet. And trust me, the cars are just as spectacular as the locomotive with all this fine detail that our artists put into it. Really, really wonderful engine. And these B6s run as good as they look with a tethered drawbar for pickup on the tender wheels and the driving wheels. You get great slow speed performance. You've got all the wonderful, great legacy features. And if you're looking for a small steam locomotive for yard service or for small trains, you can't do any better than these for detail and operation. Just as colorful, but a little bigger. Down below here, we have the Reading T1s. This one decked out in the almost happened Conrail steam program special scheme. This was based off of a concept that was drawn up but never executed for the Reading T1 locomotives to do something similar to the chassis system specials, but for Conrail. These locomotives just arrived at our warehouse on Monday, so they will be going out to dealers at the end of this week and next week. So if you have these on order, they'll be on their way to you very, very soon. Behind the T1, we have the auxiliary water tank. We did these also in a great number of road names to match T1s, GS locomotives, and others. So for your modern excursion contests, this is a must-have addition that not only does it add the look of an auxiliary water tender, but it also has some fun audio features in there as well for servicing the locomotive at the end of the run and things like that. So a really neat piece to add in and add some more fun and play value to your steam trains. Well, I've saved the best for last. We're going to wrap up here with our look at product with our signature item for 2020, our Vision GS series of locomotives. You know, normally we do a Vision locomotive every other year, and we might do one locomotive in a couple of different road names or paint schemes. This year we did an entire series of locomotives, not one or two, but 28 different variations of the Southern Pacific's famous GS class of Northerns. And so whatever your taste, whether you've got one already, you know, we've got something that you don't have. If you've never picked up a GS before, this is the one to get. We've got a great variety of road names, and these will be delivering here the end of December. The production just wrapped up on these, and they're getting ready to ship. Let's take a quick look at what we have, some of the samples on the wall here. Starting at the top, we've got the GS1. This is one of our brass hybrid series of locomotives. These combine the best of handcrafted brass models with all of that amazing detail with the reliability and features and performance of a die-cast legacy steam locomotive. So you get the best of both worlds here. Like all of our GS engines, the GS1 features our new reciprocating steam effect in the pistons. They have stack smoke, of course, and either whistle or dynamo smoke, depending on the prototype and the location of the devices. You've got stereo sounds with speakers in the locomotive and in the tender, and an amazing variety of prototype specific details and road number specific details in these locomotives. Every one of those SKUs has something unique about it. Below that, we have a couple of die-cast engineering samples, GS2 and GS3 models. We modeled all of the classes from GS1 to GS6, several of which have never been produced in O scale before. So for the Southern Pacific guys who have to have one of everything, like Dave, now you have an opportunity to buy as many of these as you can add to your roundhouse. I want to highlight just in here a first production sample now of one of our decorated models so that you can see how good these look when it all is put together and done. The daylight model you see here is one of our special locomotives for the LCCA. And right now, all the flags and bunting are not applied to it. We'll be doing that in a separate video to show how all of these are applied and put on subsequently. But this will be, when finished, we'll have all the flags on it for the dedication of the Los Angeles Union Passenger Terminal, and probably one of the most patriotic models that we've done to date. I haven't counted the flags yet, but there are several dozen small 48-star flags that get to be put all over this locomotive from the pilot all the way back to the back of the tender. And it'll be quite a striking engine when it's done. But even without those special features on there, you get a great look of the wonderful daylight colors on this locomotive. This is one of our GS3s. It's a new hybrid model of tooling from models we've done before. The GS3 had the high drivers of the GS4 class, but the open cab and single headlight version. So we combined a variety of different models to build a proper GS3 and for the first time. Several different versions of daylight schemes available, as well as, of course, some fun fantasy locomotives. And as we get more photos of these, we'll be sure to share them on social media with you so you can see what's coming. You should make it here by the end of the year. We're rushing delivery on these so that we can have them to you in time as promised. But these do look amazing, and all of our samples that we've tested in-house so far perform flawlessly. So we're very happy with the way these are turning out. As you can tell, it has been a very busy holiday season here at Lionel. This is our busy time of year. We're all working very diligently round the clock to get things out to you as quickly as possible and as quickly as they come in. Our warehouse is working multiple shifts. We couldn't do it without all the team members out there working hard to get things on their way to you as quickly as possible. So whether it's a special customized item from our personalized program, or a built-to-order item you've been waiting on for months, or you're working through your dealers and they need to get restocked on track or anything, please get in touch with us, get in touch with your local dealers, and get your orders in, because the days are winding down quickly. I want to thank you all for joining in tonight. We've been watching your comments and noting your questions, and while we don't really have things set up for an interactive forum tonight, we will definitely be reviewing all of these comments and questions that you've sent in, and we'll be taking a look at things, and if there's specific things that we can answer afterwards, we'll come back and do so in the comments on our social media. I want to wrap up by bringing back in Meegan and Meghan. Thank you both for all of your time tonight and everything that you've done throughout the year to help make this entire product line a success. I'm sure you're getting ready for the season at home too. So would you like to share what Lionel items will be running around your Christmas trees this year? Meegan?
Well, if my boys had their choice, they'd probably pick Frozen 2 or Toy Story. However, I think I'm going to get the veto on this one and do the Christmas Light Express.
Well, Meegan, you've got 4 boys, so you can pick up 4 different sets. And I think as a good Lionel employee, that's exactly what you should do. They should each have their own train set. And you should turn up the volume on all of them all the way, all the time.
They're watching right now, Ryan. Like, don't give them any ideas.
I know, that's why I'm your favorite boss. Megan, how can I wreck Christmas for you at home this year?
Well, while the taco stand will be living permanently on my desk here, I'll probably be getting little Luke a HO Polar Express set. Hopefully he's not watching, because Santa's going to bring it for him. What about you, Ryan? What are you going to bring home for you and the girls?
For me, well, see, I cheated. I have no self-control. So as many of you saw a couple of weeks ago, I did an unboxing of the new 440 brass hybrids that we released this year. I've actually got some of them nicely displayed here on the wall behind me. This is my Christmas present to me this year, and I think I did quite nicely. So sorry, Karen. So I think we all did well. Yes, the taco stand, by the way, for those watching, that is definitely a classic Meghan accessory. She is the taco queen around here. Yes. And those people thought that had to be Dave or myself, but no, that is all Meghan, and we love her for it. It is really cool. Working here at a company like this, you do get to see different people putting their own personality into these products. And what we all love best is not just making these products for you, but seeing how you all get to enjoy them and do things at home. So make sure, as you're enjoying this holiday season, make sure you get out the cameras and take some pictures and share them with us. We love seeing your Lionel moments and sharing with them on social media with us, because that's the best thing we get of all, is seeing kids young and old enjoying the trains. That's what this is all about. So with that, I want to again thank you to Meegan, thank you to Meghan, thank you to Lauren, Sandy, Mike, Sadie, everyone behind the scenes here, keeping this 3-ring circus going here tonight, and everyone else here in the Lionel family. We all wish you a safe and a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Stay safe and stay well and stay on track. We'll see you again real soon.
Bye, everybody.